recording. Stop recording. Start recording. Start streaming. Start recording. Okay. Yeah. I turned it off, Malachi. So, okay, it's all gone. The echoing's all gone now. So it should be
Still
clear.
getting the echo.
Are you? Okay, make sure you
Yes.
don't have the stream on in World, please.
It's coming from Malachi's mic in Discord.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
everything
mute
is
him.
coming
I
Yeah,
have
double.
muted him.
if you mute Malachi, it'd be fine. Yeah.
Try that. How's that? Think that's okay now. Right. Good.
I'm still getting double voice.
Okay. Make sure your streaming isn't on in World. Okay, make sure your streaming isn't on in World because I am streaming. Okay, that looks like it's cool. We're all good. It stopped. Hooray! Good.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
please find a seat. Please keep your mics off if you can. We'll use the text chat to do the questions, which means I might miss them. We'll try our very best. This is the first time we've had to do it like this at all, but oh dear. Thanks a lot, Vivox. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly refresh that. Go back to the first one. Oh, no, I'm staying in front of it. I didn't mean to TP up there. So professional. Right. Happy days. Okay, how long have we got to go? 1 minute. So I'm just going to try and find the right slide. Is that the one? There. Oh no, that's the wrong slide. February community meeting. I did it. Hey, it's really good to see everybody. There's so many here. New people who've not been to a community meeting before. I am recording this, so anything you say may be given in evidence. So we're going to go through quite a few things. If you have any questions, I am watching the chat. If you have any questions, throw the questions and comments in there, and that will be fine. Camera. Right, let's just move the camera so I can see what's on the board. So everything will appear on the great big screen in front of you, and there's a presentation, and then there'll be questions, the usual sort of thing. So the first thing we've got to talk about before we do anything else is, of course, voice. I woke up this morning to find there was no Vivox voice, and it wasn't just us, it was all the grids, and Second Life are having trouble as well. So we don't know. The long and short of it is no one's put anything out. We don't know whether they've stopped the servers. We don't really know what's going on. But what we do know is in the background we have been working on some different solutions for if Vivox ever switched off. Okay, so firstly, we already have a Mumble server, so and we also are looking at Discord integration. In fact, that's what I was working on today. And the whole point about Discord integration is that you'll be able to land on a region, and the grid will create a Discord channel, a voice Discord channel, and connect you to it. That's the theory. Okay, it sort of kind of works. I'll just offer this person a telephone. Actually, yeah, I'm sure Luna will do it. Okay, so there are some solutions in the way. We just kind of hoped that something was going to happen, not quite as quick as this. So if I Lucas, I will. I'll try and summarise. So thanks, Luna. Okay, it's TR. So he's from Turkey, I think, somewhere. Anyway, good. So we are getting very international. We've got loads of different language groups, so that's something that we kind of need to think about. I'm just okay. Invalid message. Okay. If you are getting an invalid message, Right, there's lots and lots of things going in the chat, but I'm going to concentrate on the presentation and just get through it. It is being recorded. Good. I'm going to. I don't know if he's even here. Okay, so next one. I'm just going to have to belt through it. I know Lucas doesn't speak English, which I do. We know. I shall detach that. Okay, I'm just gonna sort of do some housekeeping and send Luna a brand new translator that works. For those of you who don't know what I'm doing, who are watching on YouTube, translator. I know which one it is. It's
They're
that one.
coming in loud and clear there, Wolf.
Cool. Oh, that's good news. Okay, Luna, that one there is for you. Okay, good. I'm going to go back over here and carry on. So, so the voice thing we're working on. Unfortunately, it is just one of these things. Turn on the stream. So I am streaming this in World as well. So if you cannot get on Discord, at least you can hear. It'll be slightly more delayed, but it is coming through on the stream. So I had to do this on voice, which would be much more easy, but there we are. Right, back. So we did our voice thing. So I'm going to talk about boring technical stuff. First thing I'm going to tell you is that this grid now can support technically up to 1,000 users on a region. Okay. The problem we've got is that Firestorm and the other viewers only support 255. So if we want to set a region to 1,000 users, we can do it, but it has to be done in the back end. So we would do that. But most people won't need more than 120 users, which you can set in the viewer. If you need to go up to 1,000 users, then we'll discuss it. We've not tested it because we don't have 1,000 users to put on a region to see what happens. But the grid is running really fast, so obviously that really helps. The new tidal system I'll talk about a bit later, but that's been great fun. We've still got our Argo cloud routing working, so that helps us route network traffic across. We've got a new thing that checks to see if regions are offline and brings them back online. And we installed our first AMD Ryzen 9 server, so we did a big upgrade. So for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a kind of processor. All our servers really are running, we've got, I think, 12 hardware servers, 24 servers in total. And they are mostly AMD Ryzen 7 processor servers, and some of them are Ryzen 5s. And what we've done is we're starting to move across to Ryzen 9 servers. You may not have noticed the upgrade because, again, it's one of these things that, because we have a redundant grid, it means that we can pretty much, with very little stress or upset, we can actually move stuff from one server to another. So, for instance, if you were, we basically do it by bring up a new region server, then we shut the regions down on the old server, and then we bring them up on the new server, and that's all we do, and it's really fast. So, teleporting has been a bit weird. I don't know why. I think it's a networking issue we had at one point. If you do find you try and connect to your region and it says connection not found or something like that, we might have removed the region to a different place or a different server, and basically your viewer hasn't caught up with what's happened. So all you need to do is TP somewhere else first, and you'll be able to TP across without any problems. We have a Mumble server now. That was part of the voice thing. I wrote this before the thing fell over. So mumble.wolf-grid.com. You're very welcome to pop on it and connect to it. It's quite basic and boring at the moment because we need to do a lot of building for the grid to actually make it work. In the end, we may have a facility where you'll be able to choose what voice server you run. We've had a couple of instances because we've got a lot of new users. We sometimes have people bring with them some old scripts that don't run. And they go, oh, it runs everywhere else. Well, what they mean is it ran on their old grid. What you need to do is actually go into the scripts and try and recompile it. and it may come up with some errors in the script, and that's because over time, um, what happens is that the OpenSim, the software itself that runs your scripts, has been upgraded, and they made changes, and that was actually Second Life that made those changes, but we reflect them because we are trying to maintain some kind of similarities between us and Second Life, although we're getting way away now. We're way faster. A lot of the time our code runs a lot faster than Second Life. So again, if your scripts don't work, edit them, recompile them, and it might come up with an error. Try and get some help if you need it. So, okay, promoting on Facebook. So I've been having some fun with Facebook and doing some Facebook advertising to Second Life users, just for the sheer fun of it. And I've been editing the code of Firestorm, would you believe, and to add Wolf Territories Grid. I've also contacted them and said, really, you should add us to Firestorm as like a default grid, because we're bigger than a lot of the others, and in fact there are some grids on Firestorm that are not there anymore. Great Canadian Grid, for instance. So they kind of need to sort that list out. Okay, next one. We are still the biggest OpenSim grid. We're bigger than Second Life in land area. I think it was 29,000 SL Second Life region equivalents. Although we're made up of VAR regions which are bigger, that's the way it's all measured across grids, because people have different things, and we're still number one. I don't think that's going to change. I think the way we're growing and the way people are renting regions at the rate they are, that's one of the reasons our prices are really good, is that the reason our prices are really good is just because we've got really efficient servers, and we're able to, we have so many regions. So next one. Okay, so which brings me neatly on to land sales. An old slide from last month, which renting land helps the grid, so it provides support, and regions are for £10 a month, which is about $12. And you can choose how many prims you have. We don't charge by land area, we charge by prims. And the reason we charge by prims, thanks you, Lucas, that's very kind of you. The reason we charge by prims is because that's what actually takes server resource. The land area, it doesn't really matter too much. So that's why we charge by prims, because it's fairer. So please try and make sure your payments go on time. That's cool. If you don't pay, don't worry. We don't take your region down. If you struggle to pay, please get in touch. If your payment gets missed, it will retry anyway. So don't worry too much. The tidal system. So basically, you can turn it on and off in the control panel. What this basically is. Okay, so the wolf pack will sniff you down. We don't have any heavies or wolf packs chasing people who don't pay. Okay, we'd rather work with people and help them or whatever. Anyway, back to the tidal system. Thank you, Max. Back to the tidal system. So the idea behind the tidal system is asking the question: what would happen if the water on your region was tidal, so it goes up and down? And then we had the issue that all the water on all the regions has to be about the same height. So we now have a tide server that basically manages that and works out which how high or low, works out how high or low the water is. If you go to Wolf Mountain and get a region owners pack, there's some tools in there to actually show you whether the tide's coming out or in. We've had loads of fun with this. So, for instance, we've now got beaches that work. So instead of the beach just being the water at one level, the beach actually has the tide coming in and out. I can't remember who I was with. It was really hilarious. They were positioning rocks so that it looked the same. And you can mess around with things. So in these pictures here on this slide, you can see I've got a stream that when the tide goes out, when the tide goes out, the stream disappears. And when it comes in, the stream comes back. So it's really cool fun to play with. We've got some scripts in the script section of the Discord to help you to make your boats float as well, up and down with the tide. It is, as far as I know, it's unique to Wolf Territories Grid. I know other grids have tried something like this, but the real issue is keeping all the water levels the same. So it uses a main tide, yes, and the other regions feed off it. So basically, there's a main server that manages how high the tide is, and then all the other servers kind of look to that to find out where they should put the water. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun. We're going to be doing some other stuff as well, and I'll talk a bit about universities and stuff that is coming along, and this is part of that. Okay, local teleporters. So we last time introduced the Stargates, which allow you to set up your region or your land in destination guide through the web portal, and there's a video on how to do that in the YouTube channel. So now there's a new thing called a local teleporter. So you might have 5 things on your region and you want people to teleport from one to the other. You can actually set that up in the destination guide and use one of these very posh looking teleporters, which is available in the region owners pack at Wolf Mountain. And you res it, and it basically picks all the data up from the destination guide. So it's really easy to set up these all over your region, and then you can choose whether or not that thing appears on the destination guide and in the local teleporter, or just on the destination guide, or just on the local teleporter. So that's quite a useful thing. There is a video about this that explains it better, so please do have a bash at it and try it out and see if you like it. That's no problem. Okay, Peacekeepers, again, you've been doing fantastic work. Thank you so much. So for those of you who don't know what a Peacekeeper is, Peacekeepers are people who volunteered to help people who come on the grid who maybe are a bit lost, or even if you just see there's someone at Wolf Mountain and dive over there and have a chat with people. It's just chatting to people and being nice. And 99% of the Peacekeepers became Peacekeepers after they were already doing the job. So if you'd like to become a Peacekeeper and you think there's something you'd like to do, please give me a shout. We don't let everybody do it. You need to be on the grid for a while because you need to know how it all works. But Peacekeepers, you've been so brilliant. You've got such a great reputation. People are always talking to me about how the Peacekeepers, because I actually ask people and I go, look, have you met any Peacekeepers? And they'll go, oh yeah, I met one the other day, and it's really good. Because a lot of grids people go to, there's nobody there to talk to them, and they're not interested. This enables us to know that this team of people are somewhere out on the grid and they're available. And of course, people can see when they search. They can see where the Peacekeepers are, which means we encourage people to go bouncing around the grid, which is, of course, what we want people to do. Let's have that. Okay. Next, Wolffest. Wolffest, it's very exciting. Our big festival will happen at June this year. We'll start setting up in March, although we're actually already setting up and a lot of it's been done. So if you want to get involved in Wolffest, please see Luna Stormfeather, who is the Wolffest expert, who knows where everything is, and we'll try and sort you out. So let's see, community meetings are next door. So it's actually the region next door to this one. There will probably be more regions added to Wolffest as we go, because I think we're going to run out of space pretty soon. If you want to do events and things for Wolffest, we can do that. We're going to have art galleries, anything you want to do. Remember to think a bit outside the box. I think sometimes we get a lot of festivals are just like, are a bit like we've got a pile of events and things, and I'd rather think outside the box. Let's do some different things. I'll talk a bit about that a bit later. I'm very, very excited to welcome Kashari to our meeting. Hello, Kashari. Kashari is one of the people in charge of the Open Sim World Festival. We are sponsoring them, and you can find it down to the sort of southeast of the grid. And we're so excited to be doing this, and Kashari's running it. And if you want to talk to Kashari about it, so it's going to be February or March next year. And I've been to one meeting, I think, so far. But basically, it's going to be a huge festival on an 8x8 down the bottom on our grid, and we'll be supporting it. We're going to have an area on it, but we're just sponsoring it. So they are basically running it. And I think they were going to run it on another grid, but they'd had to have built the whole thing in a week if they did that. So we were like, well, why don't you come over to our grid and we'll just sponsor the land for you. We've been doing a bit of that recently. So next one. Education. So very exciting. things are happening with education. We've got people involved in education joined the grid, and as far as I know, I think it's 2 universities now. We've got the Virtual Worlds Education Consortium. We're getting involved in that. And there's a charity called Virtual Ability who've just got a region on the grid. In fact, them and another university have got 2 regions between them, and we'll be working with them as well. Virtual Ability is really cool. It's actually originally a Second Life based charity, but it helps people like me with autism and people who are other abled. I don't like the word disabled. I prefer to say other abled. To access virtual worlds. So we'll be working with them and seeing what we can do to help them. So this is part of the vision of the grid in a way, is that instead of just doing one particular thing like events or whatever all the time, we're looking at other ways we can use these virtual worlds to really help people and to really expand our ideas and what we can do. Which brings me beautifully next to the next grid. What else can we do? Okay, so it's not other users, it's other uses. 2 of us have checked this presentation. You wouldn't believe it, would you? So what else can we do? So one of the questions I wanted to I've been thinking about, and I know a lot of us, I know a lot of us have been thinking about, is what can we do? What else can we do with OpenSim? What else can we do to apart from just enjoying it ourselves, what else can we do? And education, events, language teaching, and there's lots of other things. So keep your thinking caps on how we can think outside the box a bit. And again, on this grid, if you've got an idea, please let's talk about it. Let's try and see how we can all work together. So it's like people say to me before, can I have an event now? And the point is, we're here to help you have your events. We're here to help you develop your regions and ideas and things. So anything we can do to help, we're here to do it. Okay. And there's a great admin team. Luna, Stormfeather, and DJ Illusions are on the admin team, and me. That's 3 admins. And then there's the peacekeepers as well. So we're all here to work together, and please don't feel isolated, don't feel you're alone. And if you're building a really incredible build, please come and tell us, because the problem is on this grid is it's so huge, people build really incredible things. Wolfie, Wolfie, click the board. Wolfie, click the board. It will take you to the right channel. Okay, and eventually that's what will happen in World. So people will just land and be taken to the right channel. Okay, next one. Next slide is using the community hub. I said this last month, so I'll say it again. So the community hub is this area we're in right now. If you want to use it for something, like some education or workshops, role play, whatever you like, please just shout. It's free. There's no charge for it. If you can turn your mics off if you're listening on Discord, please, thank you. So the community hub is still available for whatever you want to use it for. It's because it's a community hub for the community. Woo. This one. Oh, this is a long. How many slides is this? Must be about 3 million. Crystal Frost Viewer. Yes, we have had an update. Okay. So they're very close to having rigged bentone meshes working. They've actually got rigging working today. So there is a team working full time now on Crystal Frost Viewer. This is really exciting. So let me explain what that is. Crystal Frost Viewer, for those of you who don't know, is a brand new viewer for OpenSim and Second Life that doesn't use the old engines that like Firestorm and the others. And Crystal Frost uses. Let me give you some examples. So, for instance, imagine you can create a prim, okay, and with Crystal Frost Viewer, you can say there's water on the prim, and that water will act exactly the same as the water in the sea. So you can put you can drive a boat around the prim, and the other thing is that the boat will the waves work properly. There's some videos on YouTube that's worth having a look at. Do have a look at the Crystal Frost Viewer. Have a Google. and find out what they're doing. There's some really impressive videos showing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be revolutionary for our grids, because the actual tech that we're using for these viewers is quite old. So it'll be a real big upgrade, and I've got a feeling, I think I'm right in thinking that it runs on VR as well, so virtual reality, so you'll be able to actually walk around your own region. So it's really cool and exciting. I'm constantly in contact with them. They're part of, then actually they test their viewer on our grid. You might not know that. They test their viewer on our grid, which is really exciting. So and they have a region here, which is, there's lots of things going on in OpenSim where we are, this is the place to be. Woo! I just did a woo, didn't I? Did I do a woo? Okay. A little bit of notice about entertainment. DJ Illusions has left the Wolf Pack due to oral music. Raoul is taking that over. Raoul has become a firm friend of me, because we're actually online at the same time, unusually. So we do talk a lot. So if you're interested in please DM him. Please DM Raoul. He's here somewhere. Raoul. Okay. Okay, and now it's over to you for your questions. If we could do them in the chat in World, that would be very useful, because it would save me flipping around. So, questions and comments? Hands up. Angel Marie, far away. DJ Illusions. Oh dear. How can we get the search from? Hang on. Right, hang on, one at a time. Okay, so okay, I've got about 5 questions. If we could stop doing questions, just give me a sec. Let me just read through this. I have it. Okay. How can we get the search function to work properly? This would greatly connect to each other and know what's out there. If you do search, you do get some pretty interesting stuff, which shows who's online and where they are. Everyone's in the community hub, of course, at the moment. But there's the top 5 regions. And there is a search function on there. It says search the grid, and you can search there. But I will have a look at it and see if it's see if it's doing it. So right, Savannah, Angel. Okay, so
I'm referring to when you hit the search button on the viewer, right? And say I want to go to the Free Life sim or wherever. When I type that sim in, it doesn't find it for me.
I don't think Free Life on this grid.
I'm just I don't know where it is, but I don't know. I don't know. I just as a person who's on here, and if I want to move around, I can't find stuff.
Life is not on Wolf territory.
Yeah, so
the search will only show me stores or wherever that are on Wolf territory.
Okay. Yeah, because the reason is we don't have any data for anyone else. So
okay,
it's an interesting thought, but there may be a way to use OpenSim World's data, if we could, to see if we can get you going that way. Definitely worth thinking about. But at the moment,
that's good to know, though. Yeah, that's good to know that I can search for things inside.
Yeah, that's it.
Of Wolf. Okay, I got it. I'm going to play with that.
That's brilliant, and it's a really interesting thought as well. So I might have to go and revisit search and see what we're doing with it. Of course, at the moment, the real key is voice. What we're doing with that, right? So that's the search function. Would it be possible to ask if the Crystal Frost viewer will have accessibility for features for sight impairments? Can I just... Okay. I am going to ask them. I'm going to copy your question and ask them. I think they probably will, but I'm just not sure. Okay. Let the pup catch up there. Thank you. Okay, so I will ask them. Right, just give me a mo. I'm just going to flip over to the Crystal Frost viewer Discord, and I'm going to post that question. Because then
so the search function will only show stuff inside of Wolf territory, right? Yeah. So say I put in something simple like furniture. I'm looking for furniture. Nothing comes up, and I know there are furniture stores over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do need to look at it. It's been a while.
Okay.
I mean, you can use the teleporters, and the destination guide as well has got the stuff on it. So if you click on the destination guide on the left-hand side, that does have different shops. And also, if you ask Bobby at Welcome, he knows where everything is. So where do we get to? Okay, so I've asked Crystal Frost Viewer about that, and I shall come back to you because I don't know. It's so
Okay, thank you.
yeah. I mean, it's quite a long way back in terms of development, so it's really good to sort of get them to talk about that. Luna, thank you, Luna. Yeah, so if you want to look for regions that are not like completely grid wide, go and have a look at opensimworld.com because they actually do have a search function that searches everyone else's grids when they're online. Okay, user directory, Ginger Snaps, thank you. Is it possible to have Stargate, the Stargate scripts auto update? Yes. Yeah, it should be. Luna, that's a very good question. I will, yeah. Yes, I shall bear that in mind, Luna, and probably write a script to automatically update the scripts. I know you can do it, so just I'm lazy. I didn't bother, you know. Okay, I'm nearly there. Most grids only reliability, same as the big grid. Yes. So we do have an extensive destination guide. That's that little button on the left-hand side of your screen if you're using Firestorm. And you can actually add your regions and shops and things to that. Right, okay. Sage Morning Star, most only reliable is can give information to people on the grid, which is what we do. So obviously when you click search, you do see the top 5 regions, which is normally where people are, but it's randomly sorted, so it'll come up with something different pretty much any time. Angel Marie, have we answered your question? Bobby does speak Turkish. Yes, if you talk to him in Turkish, I'm pretty sure he will actually speak to you in Turkish. In fact, you can ask him to translate. Oh look, there he is. Yeah, Bobby is actually speaking Turkish right now. So next thing, Angela Marie, I think we've done you, Sage. Indigo Queen, it's your turn. If you could ask your question. Do we have a time range when the tide goes in and out? It takes about 2.5 hours, real time, to go out, and then 2.5 hours to come back in. So it's quite slow. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm pretty sure I did work it out because I'm sad like that. Angela Marie, do you want to ask your question next? I don't want to miss anybody. There must be a better way to do this. Maybe I need a... Okay. I can't hear you, Angel Marie. So do you just want to type it? I don't know where you are, if your mic's switched off or...
Angel, unmute your mic and talk on Discord.
That's it. Okay. Can type your question. Okay, good. Where was I? Okay, so while we're waiting for Angel Marie, I can't hear you, Angel Marie. I don't know whether your mic is muted or if you just type your question. Oh no, someone typing the question? Luna's typing. Okay, we'll do the next question and come back to Angel Marie. Is that you, Angel Marie? Cool. Okay, you're going to type it. That's good. Excellent. Good. Okay. I just typed on my own. Let's hop around.
Done.
Yes. Far away.
You know the role play. Is there any update on the role play situation? Obviously, I know you was working on a damage thing.
We're still working on it, but unfortunately the voice thing has now kicked in, and there's been other things going on as well. Right. The role play thing is there. If you get unable to res, it means there's sometimes when things come from other grids, they are corrupted and they get quite upset and they're broken. So what we do is we've got a test grid where we can repair them. So do see me if that happens to you, and we'll see if we can help you out. If that's okay. I know that message. It does happen occasionally,
Why did you TP me?
and we have a way of sorting it out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, my headphones have just run out of batteries. Right, 1 second. Keep typing the questions. Who's next? Next question. Good. I won't be a second. Yep, we can hear you. Okay, 1 second. I'll explain that in 30 seconds. Okay. I'm just switching headphones. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me all? Just check. You all hear me okay?
Test. How's that? Is that better? There you go. Sorry about that. Right. So what you're getting is the classic missing asset thing. Okay. And what that means is that somehow, somewhere, that asset has got damaged. Okay. So we can fix it if you've got the original, or it's on another grid, or we can get hold of the original asset. We can actually repair it. And the way we do that is we've got a test grid, and it's got some special code in it, which is a separate grid for this one, but it's actually connected to this grid. So we can take you, and that asset can go there, and that will repair the asset here. So yes, if you do get if you do get that message, give me a shout, and we'll see what we can do. Okay. Yeah. We'll try and fix it. It depends whether we need to get hold of the original item if we can from somewhere. So sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. If you've got an OR file with it on, we can probably repair it from that. An OR file. So when people download their regions to come to us, they sometimes have a file that contains the contents of that region. It's called a .aoar file. And you can upload them back to your grid. So if you were on another grid and you say, "Oh, I don't want to be there anymore," then you can actually save your OR file from that grid and bring it over here, and we can bring all your stuff back. Good. Yes, really, Wolfie. Yeah, we can do that. And also, but we've also got things that the test grid can actually repair OR files sometimes. Which has been a bit of an issue before. So some grids, when they save the OR files, there's things wrong with them. There's assets missing. It's broken, and we've got ways of bringing it back. So do get in touch if you've got asset issues. If you want to talk about, you can actually, with the OR files on this grid, you can actually back up your region, and you can download the OR file, and you can also upload the OR files to here as well without having to talk to anybody. You can just do it yourself through the control panel. You can't bring all your stuff over from SL, unfortunately, because Second Life don't release it. There's always one. Thank you, Wolfie. Always one. Right, who else hasn't had their question answered? 2 questions? Yeah, get it all out now. Get it done. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, the name changing thing. Now, this is one of these things where the name is kind of stored in the database, and if we change it locally, what happens is that the other grids don't understand who it is anymore. But there is also, the only reason I'm not allowing name changing is because we don't know what the implications would be on the grid. Because so basically, if you imagine the grid is made up of thousands of different bits of data, okay, and they're all hooked into your avatar. So if you change your name, it may break something. We don't know whether it will. Having spoken to other grid owners about it, they also go, "Oh, we're not changing people's names." It might be perfectly fine. It might be an exercise I'll do on the test grid and see if it
kind of. Do you know what I mean? See if it fixes it. See if it breaks anything. So the short, there is this display names thing as well, and that will be in a future implementation of OpenSim that we'll have, where you will be able to change your name to something else. But it's something that is in the pipeline. Let's just say that. Right. So I don't know who's next. I really don't know who's next. Who's next? Where are all the dinkies at? Yes. I don't know who is it. Ah, yeah. Education. Zenon. Nope. Okay. Okay, so I hope you all got that. It's all recorded anyway. So, Dinkies, there are. I've heard there's a group. Okay, I've heard there's a VWC attends the Sunday Kitely meetings. That's interesting. According to Luna, that's interesting. Do you know what? I've heard there's a Dinkies region group on this grid, and I can't find them either. So, if anyone knows. If anyone comes across them, I know they're only small. Wolfie, of course you can. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm the same. I'm the same. That's it. Yeah. What we need to do is actually catch one and put it in a box and bring it back and leave it at welcome, and then we can find out where they actually are. So cool. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Who's next? Who's next? So who else has got their hand up and hasn't got a question? Who are you in world all my avatars? I'm right here. Wild Dinky has been sighted. Hi. Okay, good. You can ask as many questions as you like. That's cool. We're happy for people to ask questions. Oh, cool. Yeah, no worries. I could give you an actual percentage, but it involves writing a query. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yes. I mean, there are some boat scripts and things that seem to work on both. I have one lying around if you need it. So yes, most of the ocean regions actually are U-boat. Yeah, 99% of the ocean regions are U-boat, but a lot of the regions that are lived on are bullet sim because of the houses, because the mesh doesn't work on U-boat. Although U-boat is actually a better physics engine, as you well know. So yeah, yeah, sure. Oh, it is, yeah, by far. But yeah, no, cool, brilliant. Definitely make an avatar. Oh, we are getting loads of sign-ups, which is fantastic. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Okay, whoever's looking for dinkies, please have a chat with China. BLK China Fogarty, who we lovingly call China. Savannah Joy is looking for. We are like a dating agency for people looking for dinkies. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Okay. All my avatars, I haven't seen any child avatars. I saw one at Welcome Mountain once who got banned because they started getting very. I'm not going to go into it, but they got banned pretty quick. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I don't think there is anyone at the moment. Ask the question, and then if someone else comes in, we'll just do the next. Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. So we do have an RMTP server because the Grid radio station has an RMTP server, which is how I'm streaming right now. And so we can actually stream video into the Grid, that method, or you can use. I mean, there's different ways of doing it, and some work very well, and some don't work at all. You know, of course, love to. Fantastic. Yeah, sure. Oh, amazing. Yes, definitely. Definitely add me as a friend, and we'll catch up. I'm the poor lonely wolf sitting on the stage. Okay, good. Does anyone not had a question answered? Oh, all my avatars. Oh, that's you. Okay, cool. Got you. Tay, did you have a question, Tay? Out there, Tay has got a very good. I was just going to say, Tay's got a very good podcast. Please do ask Tay for the podcast link. And I'm only saying that because I was actually on it. No, I'm not really. But as someone, I have autism, and Tay's son has autism, so it's a really good sort of connection. And it's part about being community, and we are community. So if we can promote anything, really, if you've got an art gallery, we'll promote it. I know Rail's got quite a good art gallery, well worth seeing. We need to promote all this stuff and get it out there. If you'd like to have a link at Welcome Mountain to your region, just shout. Don't forget to add your regions to the destination guide. If you're interested in DJing or singing, please speak to Rael, Rael Gabriel. But it is about, this whole thing is about building community and us all helping each other and finding ways to explore what we can do here, which would be so cool. What else was I going to say? Is there anything else I've forgotten? Blade servers are still. Oh, we might be having a little event at Luxor. That's well. If you haven't been to Luxor, really do go over to there. It's on the destination guide. Just search for Luxor on the Grid. You will be amazed. It's one of the most incredible builds, I think, on OpenSim. Okay, Savannah Joy, I'm looking for tickets. Savannah, talk to BLK China. Oh gosh, there's lots of things going on. Definitely hit Luxor, and also to the south of Luxor, there's Luna's incredible building store where you can buy the most amazing buildings. So that's it, Lunaria's main store. Getting IM'd. I love getting IM'd. Can I add other people's regions to the Grid teleporter? Yes. Can I add other people's regions to the Grid teleporter? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can technically add other people's regions to the Grid teleporter, but you can't add other people's grids. Okay. If you want to, the Grid teleporter, otherwise known as the destination guide, I'll just go get the video. There's a video that shows you how to use the control panel, and it's actually worth going through because it does a lot of stuff. The control panel, it's pretty swish. I'm just going to pull this out. Sorry if you're watching the video, because you're now watching a video about me trying to find a video. Your videos. Let me see now. Let me see. Everything always runs really slowly when I'm streaming. I'll flip back to this. Okay. Yeah, very meta. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll post it in the Discord. Okay, I will post it in the Discord. But yeah, it's quite easy to add. Oh, come on, here we go. Control panel updates. This one. Okay. Copy share link. Okay, I'm going to pop it in the chat here when I can find it. Where are we? There we are. Right. Okay. So in the Leofy chat, that video that I've just posted in chat, that is the video that tells you how to use the control panel and destination guide, and it's worth having a watch of it. If you subscribe to my Discord, because there's also other things on there. There's something about the local teleporters and everything like that. So it's worth having a look at that, because these are all tools you can use on your region. And also, if you go and get the latest region owners pack from the welcome area, welcome mountain. Do I have a preferred thing for connecting? So viewer wise, not really. I mean, I use Firestorm, but sometimes when I'm uploading mesh, I sometimes use another Cool VL viewer. Don't know why. I just do. I mean, I'm not sure it makes that much difference, but basically, Firestorm's the one I use. Seems to work okay. Oh, thanks, DJ Illusions. I do work. I don't sleep. I literally. Oh dear! I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. This monster, which is Wolf Territories Grid. But it's been an incredible ride building this and seeing what we could do with it. Angel Marie, far away with your suggestion. I can't change my avatar. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We can have a monthly gathering where, like it could be a party, or, we just all come together just like we're having this meeting, and just, so we can really get to know each other more,
Well, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. So basically, instead of having a meeting, we just have like a get together.
Right. Yeah.
I love it. That's a great idea. We'll implement that. Stevie D, are you asking me a question?
Yeah. So are you saying like maybe 1 month it'll be at Blindside, the next month it might be, I don't know, at Luna's, the next month it might be at someone else? Is that what you mean?
But that's a good idea also.
There's 2 good ideas in 5 minutes. So basically, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll have it on different places on the grid. We'll have like a social where you just turn up, you res in, you hang around, talk to people, sit down, get up, maybe have some music, whatever. I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got a lot to see. We've all right. We've all done a lot to try to make sure that the atmosphere and the environments that we're building are realistic and beautiful, but different as well. We have with the airport and the train system, the roads and highways on our sims. You can literally drive from Blindside over to Royalty and like just spend the day experiencing the different neighborhoods and stuff there. We've also implemented a waterway system where there are lakes and rivers and things that connect out to the ocean, so that you can sail, and you can even do like vacation role play, get a yacht, and you and your family sail across the water to some distant land or whatever. Right? We've set up our stuff to kind of work like that. So if other people have that same kind of thing going on, we can connect and we can do role play things where we meet at the airport and we fly over to someone else's region and we visit and we have dinner or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, cool. We want to implement all those kinds of things and not it just be us visiting back to our own friends all the time. We want to, engage with other people. So
okay,
exactly.
So I think that's a great idea. I think there's some fantastic ideas there. We definitely need to have a social sort of once a month. So maybe the first Sunday of the month we do our community meeting, and then third Sunday of the month we do the social, and then we'll know. Yeah, you do need to dust off your X-Wing. Stevie Z has got some freebie houses for rent, apparently. Okay. And what we'll do is, if you are offering a place that we could have a social, please please put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord chat. In fact, what we'll do is I'll create a new channel for places for social or something like that, and you can throw it in the Discord chat, and then we can gradually work our way through them, I suppose.
Yeah, monthly social or whatever, and then that's where everybody will know to look and see who
Brilliant.
and where we're
I'll do that right
socializing, for that time. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and do that right now. New or Frontier, we'll put it in there. Text. I'll do it now because I'll forget otherwise. Monthly social. Create channel. It's there. Okay, good. That's done. Channel's created. Excellent. So there's lots of things there. If you need free cars and boats and things like that, Cars for Cars, go to Blindside Motors. He's got more cars than you adult dinners. Literally, that's a very British thing to say. More cars than your adult dinners. So there's loads of, and there's various boats around and the free things you can get to fly around and to sail around. And that's the thing about this grid, is you can just literally sail anywhere and fly anywhere. Come over to Madrigal, have a little sail around there if you want to. No great problems. Let's see, who else? Any more questions? I think I might have actually answered all the questions, but I don't want to miss anybody. So if you've asked a question, I haven't answered it because I missed it because there's so much chatter going on. And please do friend each other and friend me. That'll be done straight away. Okay, so if you'd like to become a peacekeeper, then send me an IM. I'll just do that for you. Otherwise, I think we're pretty good. Has anyone got any more questions? Just while I do this, members and roles. Oh, yay! Oh, is that yay? Yay! I've got a question. That's a very good sound. Angel Marie is becoming a peacekeeper. We should have a ceremony. Maybe we should have a ceremony. I don't know. Invite. Angel. Angel, where are you? Let's just get your name right. A-N-G-E. Wolfie, that's a very cool question. So what a peacekeeper, a peacekeeper basically is someone who you volunteer to basically be available to help people, and there is a description on the website. I think I sent that. Did I send that? Yeah, I think I sent that. Angel Marie, you should have a peacekeeper invite. So yeah, what it basically is, it's volunteers who basically help people who come onto the grid to find things and to experience the grid, and just sometimes answering very useful questions. Are you still the Wolf Chaplain? Yes, you are. I don't know. Yes, we'll talk about it later. You used to be the Wolf Chaplain, didn't you? You used to have a church, everything like that. Stevie Z, by the way, is a priest in real life. Okay, so that's very good. Okay, Angel Marie, you're done. You still have the church. Oh, even better. Okay, so yeah, we could do that. We do have weddings. Oh, by the way, if you want to get divorced, I'm sorry about this. I do have the scripts to do the divorce, so I just haven't built the little object yet. I'll do like a broken heart. So because somebody asked me the other day. Oh dear. Oh, excellent. Ginger, Acknowledged. I see. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Well, sometimes things don't work out. Oh, wedding venues are lovely, yes. Good. Okay, I think, has anyone got any more questions? I'm always available. Please come and have a chat with me if you want to. I'm always around. Or you can talk to Illusions or Luna or all the Peacekeepers, and we can all help as much as we can. And congratulations to Angel Marie, who has become a Peacekeeper this very day. In fact, I need to give you a badge. Attach. Okay, I'm just going to go back to my chat. Okay, that's it there. Right, that offline message too. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so yeah, Ginger, we'll have a meeting after this meeting for the next meeting. Good. Thanks everyone for coming. I declare this meeting officially closed. And if you have got questions and you haven't asked them, please do ask them. No problems. Have a lovely day. I'm just going to see you. I want to stop the recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang